My name is Dave Evans. As an artist, I like to think about how things are connected together. So I like to think about the physical and the digital and the human and the inanimate to kind of explore the systems that we're tangled up in. Prior to coming on the residency, I was doing a lot of broadcasting from home. And this broadcasting tended to be late at night when my children had gone to bed, and I would do things like broadcast the sound of the washing machine or the sound of me doing the dishes. It started out just as a way of doing something, of connecting to the outside world, and pushing back a little bit against the kind of isolation of being a parent to young children. As it went on, I kind of started to think about what it was that I was doing and what purpose it might serve and what the language that I was using was. I've begun to wonder what the difference between the sound of the home is and what the voice of the home is, and whether the home can be said to have a voice. I kind of discovered quite quickly that lots of things in the home are designed to be very quiet because domestic labour is designed to be unobtrusive. So I had to really dig around to get sounds out of things, and that involved using different sensors, like sensing electromagnetic fields, picking up faint vibrations. And then what I've done with these different sensors that are dotted around the house, they all communicate with a shelf in our dining room. And on this shelf is a bunch of radios. And all of these radios are picking the signals up from around the house, they're playing them, and then they're going through a bank of like vocoder, guitar pedals and harmonizers. Then they're broadcast then to the internet, to a web page that anyone can listen into. The sounds that come out of these assemblages that I make, the way I think of them is kind of like co-productions or collaborations. Sometimes it can be harmonious, sometimes it can be chaotic, sometimes it can be horrible. That's the kind of the reality of domestic space, especially with young children. I don't feel like I'm a performer performing the house. I think it's important to say that. It feels like a tangle of things that come together. If I'm doing anything, I'm duetting with these things. By giving something a voice, it allows you to connect to it. You have a common ground, I guess, you have a voice, it has a voice. My hunch is that there's a type of intelligence there, but it's just not the type of intelligence that we would normally associate with intelligence, One of the things that I wanted to do by the end of the residency was have a kind of a fully formed vocal system. What that might lead to, I'm hoping, is a set of objects and a way of working that will then allow me to think about how that system could perhaps move into other spaces to see what sort of voice they might have. I'm making this work for invisible listeners on a Saturday night who are also washing underpants at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm making it for an anonymous audience on the internet who might be curious.